Yeah, so good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
I am fine. What about you?
Yes, I'm also good. So we are meeting first time. Uh, would you like to describe something about yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name is Haya. I comes from Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal city. If you talk about my qualifications, so I completed graduation plus B.Ed. But I am married. I have a daughter. If you talk about my hobbies, I love to the traveling, singing, some other hobbies I have. Yeah, that's all about myself.
Wow, wonderful, ma'am. Yeah, actually, I'm a teacher in private school and I belong to Bihar state. And nowadays, I'm helping to the learner by sharing my
Hmm.
experience, my strategy, ideas. So the learner can improve their communication skill and do not worry a lot for the communication skill. That's why. So yeah,
Yeah.
if I discuss about my hobbies, so I like to
Hmm.
travel at different kinds of places and talking to new peoples, exploring new things. Yeah, it's all about me, man.
That's great. Yeah. So you are the YouTuber
Yeah, of course.
as well as you are doing the job.
Yes.
I watch your some videos, but not in the daily basis. But yeah, I watch your video.
Oh, you know me. Thank you.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So
Oh, okay, ma'am. So actually nowadays, all of them are very familiar to each other. And I was
Mhm.
considering you are the new people with whom I met today, but you are also one of them. So it's not a
Yeah,
quite surprising.
you know that I am not new. You can I've joined this group last I think 15 days ago. But you know that's most of the time my daughter use this application. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but you know, this time she is not present at home. She went to the school, so I thought that okay, I have to use this application. Sometime I am also using this application, but not daily basis. Yeah,
yeah, ma'am. Of course, you are a really good a speaker as can I can say because you speak very nice. So of course you
thank
can use.
you. Yeah, I
Hmm.
use it. I downloaded for me only, but you know that I also improve to her communication skill. That's why sometimes I make conversation to another YouTuber. Yeah, that is okay. Yeah, whenever I get time, I feel free, so I also use it.
Of course, ma'am. I can say like you have a good confidence. Usually, I'm not having in other people's, and you are quite confident person in this skill. And yeah, you are. I think you are quite familiar to your daughter as well. I would say both of us similar, right?
Yeah.
The same energy I'm looking. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a really wonderful because
Mhm.
in this time, especially we are living in new era. So we must have these kinds of quality, like our
Mhm.
kids. So we can stand, equally to our daughter, yeah, even kids, understanding actually exactly feeling of there. So we can guide, in better manner,
Yeah,
right? Some
definitely.
of time, yeah, some of time now, parents' thought is not a matching to their kids. That's why they wonder parents is nothing more than other people around that person's life, right? As a generally the
Yeah.
kids consider. But your thoughts a little bit similar to your daughter, so it's a great combination, and you can be suggesting, advising in good manner, right? You can be as a friendly, right, with all of them.
Yeah, because you know that's I was passionate about learning this language from my childhood, but you know that I passed out from the Hindi background. That's why I did not get to any opportunity to learning this language in the especially to the speaking part. But
Mm.
yeah, last 6 months I am you can consistent to learning this language. So I make habit to conversation with my daughter. Most of the time I talking with her. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am, that's really great. Because in this time, especially, I'm having a lots of people not preferring self to talk to their own member at house, right?
Yeah.
But they will preferring self only talking with the new people, but they are not
Mhm.
quite a comfortable feel, to their own member. But you are a really good person, very strange to other people, like you are talking with your own daughter and improving your skill. So it's a quite impressive, I would say.
Yeah, actually, you know, if you talk to our family members, you feel comfortable. Yeah. Another thing that is helping us a lot in the different ways. Suppose that if I go to my daughter's schools for attending to the parent teachers meeting, it's a very mandatory nowadays to speak in English. But you know, the most of the parents, even though the staffs, teachers staff, if you are going to school, so most of the time they speak in English. Yeah, so sometimes you
Yeah.
feel you offended. Yeah, that we are not able to answering to them in, in English language. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. You're right. Every people have been showing their truly incredible ability around us. If we are not quite, equal to all of them, right? So it's our responsibility to develop our personalities as soon as possible, right? To stand
Mm.
equally to all of them. That's a really
Mm.
great, I would say. And at my village, at my place, I think there's no much requirement of this language, but instead of I'm learning this language because it's my responsibility to make myself be good in this field, so I can
Definitely.
educate other,
Because
right?
you are also very up to the mark, you know, I observed it. Yeah. Still you
Thank you,
are,
ma'am.
yeah, live in the village area. That is amazing. You are learning by yourself. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much because of you all, encouraging me, motivating me. So I get, so much confidence and I working over my communication skill as better as I can.
Mm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
blessing of all you, I would say.
So, means, what did you do in your past? Means your qualification.
Yeah. Actually, after done my graduation, then I would given my interview at private school and I would selected there as a teacher. So I have been teaching for 1 year.
Okay. It is the
Yeah.
CBSE school or just a regional school?
CBSC private school, English medium.
Okay, then definitely you also will learn from the school. Because teaching is a good habit. You know, the not habit is when the good profession to learning any skills. Means a teaching skill. You know, the earlier I was a teacher before my marriage, so I learned a lot from there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right, ma'am. It's supposed to be you are going to teach any story, any kinds of things related to English books to younger kids. So you have to explain all these things in details. So
Yeah.
during this process, you also going to learn something new every day. So this
Yeah,
way you
definitely.
can consider I'm also accumulating us lots of experiences, information through these kinds of books. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
But you know that's the teaching is another thing, speaking is another thing. Because without speaking, you get not, you know the enough knowledge about the English. But if you are stuck to somewhere, if you are talking to anyone, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's why I know the lots of words and grammatical things. But I never ever to work on my communication skill. So you. Yeah, whenever I realized that when I went to my daughter's school, that time I realized that so my English is not good. So that's why I'm not, answering to them in an English language. That time I realized, okay, I have to work on my skills. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. You know what we consider, what exactly our intention. Our intention will define our future. Exactly if what you want. So your thoughts, of course, brought you on that levels, according to me. I have seen
Mm.
so many learner has a childhood desire, and still
Mm.
they have been making come to of all desire of their life by speaking with many of them. So
Yeah.
without considering, without imaginations about anything into your life, it would never come to into your life. So if you had imagined at your childhood time, then it must be come to. Personally, I believe.
Yeah. So you pass out from the which medium?
Yeah, actually, I have done my whole study in Hindi medium.
Hindi medium.
Yeah,
Okay. I also from.
because because in this place, I think still so every people have taken as a subject of this language, not
Yes.
as a language. You can consider every people have their own excuses. If I would learn this language, then not what will happen? Then next, nothing. I am not going to go any other places where I can utilize this language. So
Hmm.
why would I learn? the kinds of statement that the people usually given to me. But I would never, say to any person about my opinion because every people there have mentality, right? You can't
Hmm.
change their mentality.
So maybe you have to face some problem in your village. People can, that they're taunting to you. Why are you learning English? So this type of hurdle you are facing or not?
Yeah, of course. Many of time I used to get lots of statement, negative statement. I
Oh,
think criticism you can consider blamingness, so many things,
yeah,
just things to the people at me. But instead of how I kept moving on because I knew one day
yeah,
I would just speak with someone in this way because I was quite, passionate person.
yeah. It seems you are first passionate.
Very
It's happened.
optimistic person.
Yeah, it's happened with me. That whenever I'm talking with my daughter in English language, I don't know I'm speaking wrong and right, but I try to speak with my daughter, especially in the outside. Whenever I go to the outside at the home, every time I try to speak. But whenever my any family members and relative and friends has come, so I feel offended talking with her. Yeah, because whenever I'm talking to her in any using any single words of English, so they feel that's they realize that okay, she's means showing to her lifestyle or other things. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. This is a common thoughts, of the people's mind
Definitely.
because they
Yeah.
can't do as better you can, right? You have a good
Yeah.
ability, but that person can't do this. That's why they have only so their inferior quality, negativities. They just want to insist you, so you forcefully you leave, give up your goals, your life, like because they can't do. Okay,
Yeah. So
so I would say, ma'am. Yeah, I would
mm-hmm.
say, ma'am, do not focus over any person's statement, what they have been created about you. You just focus over your goals and keep going, moving on. I would say
Yeah.
because
That's
in future,
mm.
whatever you will become, so it would be much convenient for your kids, your upcoming generation of your family member. Not about
Yeah.
the good
So
for that person, right?
yeah, that's why I'm learning the English because of my daughter. The reason is only is my daughter to learning this language because I don't know me because actually it's improved to our personalities also. If you speak English, so you feel confident. Yeah, okay, I
Yeah,
am also yeah know this language and other things that now maybe possible I will send to my daughter to further study another state or somewhere I don't know maybe the out of India so maybe it would be mandatory for me so the
of
English or
course.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why
Mm.
I'm preparing to myself that okay I know the English, yeah, being a mother, so I also know the English.
Ma'am, in this time, I have talked with many citizens of Delhi, and all of have spoken to me like whenever I go, take admission of my kids, there are requirements is that to be educate parent as well, and they must be good in speaking. So that's why
Yes,
many of the a housewife you can get in this group, they're still learning this language because of their kids' development,
yes,
right?
yes.
Making bright future of their kids. That's why they are learning this language. So, upcoming times, challenging times, coming very soon, so many new times coming into our life. And I don't know what kinds of situation we have been go through, right? So we have to
Yeah.
prepare, right?
Definitely, we should have to prepare because when I installed means admitted to my daughter in the CBSE she study in the CBSE convent school. So that time that means school staff to bought me some my degree and my husband's degree. Yeah, they means take the interview. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Usually it happens because I think many of institute, has a put some peon, some kinds of assistant. So they have been, taking all these things. So they have been showing like they are superior more than you, right? So
Yeah.
usually these kinds of incidents you can face at future, but you have to prepare before facing like that times into your life, I would say. Okay. And in this time, you're doing well, of course. I believe at you, ma'am. After crossing 1 year, maybe 6 months, you must be much better more than that time, I would say. Because the
Yeah.
way you speak with confidence, with accuracy, I would say, you would never make some many mistake, I would say. You have a good confidence, I would.